that means his house will be 13th in line for succession to what was the imperial seat of Secusia.
Okay, so fucking far down the line.
Far, but still...
He's still on the running.
Top 1%.
The first house is House Augustine, right?
Correct.
Okay. I have my numbers right down.
He just has to kill 13 houses before he...
I mean, keep in mind what, if you guys ever watch Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, that's sort of literally Ling. He sort of gets emperorship anyways by the end of the show, so...
As you head up, you see him in his regalia that he carries just this massive fox fur over his back with this very ornate bow and his hair in a very long braid. As he looks over at y'all and looks back and throws out a hand to Doran, who grabs his hand and does a very low bow.
I follow suit. Like a courteous bow.
It is what I would call a pleasure to meet you. So, why should I do this for you? He just waves to everyone else in the room as they step out, giving you the balcony.
In privacy, at least. Let's step up. Your Lordship, first off, thank you for your even agreeing to meet us on this. Second, why should you do this? Because Captain Riker is a good man, the Black Watch. And he risks his life for us idiots. And he won.
Tell me of the beast he fought.
It was... How many stories tall would you say it was?
Oh, it was at least 35 feet tall.
So 3.5. So three,
like
4 stories.
Decent house.
Yeah.
If you count in its tail, it was at least like 80 feet long too.
It was about 4 stories tall. It burst forth from the ground, from the mechanic underground.
It was also engulfed in flames. Incinerated anything that got nearby.
Its head was as hard as diamonds. Unbreakable.
The reason why our commander, our captain, is on trial is because this type of creature is, according to protocol, only supposed to be fought by a team of 5 people. He beat it alone.
The dark powers that brought it are still there. Dormant. If it acts up again, I know Captain Riker will have learned from the fight. He'd be ready for the next belt. Oh. Oh.
Don't worry about it, just switching.
Oh, okay. Ooh, Mongolian music.
What you are saying sounds like a dragon of old.
No.
A dragon.
He also had this immense aura about him. We basically stood there and watched him burn down a whole village.
I know this is like way in hindsight, but since he mentioned it, did Bradford get like any like weird tinkle of dragoniness? For lack of a better term.
No, so maybe a worm, like a Lin worm.
Sure.
But dragons have wings.
Right.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, it doesn't have wings, but I don't know if Clint would know that.
Here's the thing, I totally thought it did. I couldn't remember the token off the top of my head.
No, I don't.
And you were petrified. You were not able to move.
Not us, no, sir.
He just like pulls out a drink and sets a bunch of small, like very wide cups on the table as he pours one for himself and then passes the bottle around. At which Doran pours himself and then passes it to the next person.
I'll take it and just pour one for everyone.
Is there any like food around? I mean, like I feel like
There's not at the table now.
Okay, never mind.
He does note that you pour for everyone.
This is me in real life. That's a big thing in Asian cultures. I don't know if it is for Filipino though.
And then what happened after you were paralyzed by this creature? You see him like leaning forward, holding this cup.
Our captain showed up. The beast was rushing towards us. We were atop a temple, a church for the village that we were operating in. Riker came from out of nowhere like a specter, a ghost in the midst. Tackled that thing with all of his might, knocked it several feet, tens of feet away.
A single man moved a beast that big?
Not.
Captain Riker is no mere man.
He is an armada.
He just points to you. Explain what you mean.
I am not an expert in the magics he used, but extremely quickly he just had another one of himself, and another one, and he just had a small army of just himself prepared to fight this massive beast. Just echoes of himself, throwing daggers and insulting the damn thing as if it was just some common cur.
You see him like pop up. He insulted it.
Anytime the thing tried to actually get some words in to try and sound intimidating, he just cut it off at the pass.
Our captain's a man of business, my lordship.
Who of y'all have observant?
Nah, man. This isn't
I know
investigation
Lucian
one-shot.
does.
Just me.
Okay.
Yeah.
You notice his like as y'all are telling the story, you see his foot start like tapping. Like his leg is getting restless hearing this information.
He's not the fanboy over Captain Riker.
No, this man wants a story. You gotta upsell the story.
Insight?
Yeah, roll it.
Alright. Oh, my leg.
Wish I could assist this in some way.
None of us even have observant.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is.
You have to
Okay.
reroll.
Ooh.
You have
I
your
do
one per
have
day
my
reroll.
You are right. 5.
So about that fucking insight.
Okay, let it be known that both
Nice.
times we've used the rerolls today, they haven't really been helping us.
No.
Okay. He says, so, with a single blow, he pushed this massive creature aside after it had erupted out of the earth.
Correct.
And then what happened?
He told us.
Go on.
He told us to finish what we started. Even as he faced down this massive mythical beast, he knew that what we had to do was finish the mission.
His like eyes like dart over to you. So he chose to go it alone.
He was his own backup.
Yeah, though. but from someone that wasn't there.
And you didn't help? You didn't want to help him?
We wanted to help him, sir, but we're not captains. That thing would have ruined us. I tried to help him as best I can. Another one of our officers, he gave me an item. A very powerful item that I gave over to our captain. Because I knew he would use it better than any of us. And he put it to proper use. It was a spell. A scroll. Almost. That conjured illusions. Well, not illusions. They were very real. Or at least they felt like it. We had our mission to accomplish, sir.
As you say this, you see lights start appearing in the back. Not in the air yet, but people starting to light theirs. And this magic, what did it do?
It created a maelstrom in the sky, lifting up buildings, the now loosened stone in the ground, rubble, the bodies of villagers. Our captain is very dexterous, sir.
Yeah, you all see his fingers like start tapping on his knee as he's listening to this. And then what?
There was all more territory for our captain to dance around the beast with. Our captain's great, but the beast is powerful. He knew if he took a hit from it directly, that would have been it. He knew he had to wear it down. With cover and space between him and it.
Roll an insight.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
You see like his eyes like widen at this, and then you notice the animal he's carrying on him is a fox.
Known for their cunning.
So he danced upon the air, fighting a monster.
That's right, sir.
And then what?
We had to leave to finish our mission, which we did. And when we returned, we found Captain Riker victorious. The beast was dead by his hand.
And still finding lessons to teach us in the middle of it.
See him just like lean back, sort of wide eyes, like taking in the story. But how did he kill it? How can a mere man conquer such a beast?
By knowing where to strike. By being more tenacious than something older than all of us put together. But not wanting to go quietly into the night.
You see, like, Briggy just turn her head. The truth was, my lord, he was far outmatched.
I stare at her like, shut the fuck up.
If it wasn't for his amazing will and desire to protect us, he would have died. I'm sure of it.
Wisdom was his shield. Experience was his weapon. Outmatched he may have been, but in the end, he was victorious.
So, he overcame great odds, monsters this world should never have seen, with skill, wit, cunning, and heart.
And now he's on trial for it.
You can see like a furrowing of his brow, like there's no hiding the disappointment at that note.
Like, why should this even be questioned right now?
This is not how we should treat our heroes.
So squinting at that fox again. Something
He
doesn't seem
looks
right.
over to Doran. Do you think this Captain Riker would have been a match for Lord Maven? My lord, I think after what we've seen, he might be his better.
Ooh, that's big
just-
words coming from Doran.
Leans back in his chair and holds his hands together, tapping his thumbs.
How much does Doran actually believe that, or is he just upselling it?
Oh, that's an insight.
Sure.
Yeah.
I would like to make one as well.
I'm not entirely sure.
I will
Don't
say
know
y'all
shit.
can roll with advantage for it, even though you've already rolled.
I'll take it. I will take
17
a
it
12.
is.
He knows he has a game to play.
There.
Right.
I see. And if the great white beast appeared again, do you think this Captain Riker could put it to the sword? He looks to all of you.
These were unique circumstances. But if this beast were to return, we would need Captain Riker.
Aside from Maven, he's the only one that has potential, I would think.
As far as we've seen, sorry. Yes. Imagine what the two of them together could do against the Great White Fiend.
He just sort of like stands up rather abruptly and walks over towards the balcony. That would not do. No, that would never do. For all its ferocity, it had a semblance of honor within it. He turns around. Very well. This is the deal I make to you. If you can best me, I will speak on your behalf.
I eye the bow.
Sorry?
I look at Doran.
I am willing to accept these terms, my lord.
One versus one, sir?
You pick your group.
Shit, dude.
He just turns back to look at the festival. A warrior deserves a warrior's trial, not one of words. That's what.
What the fuck?
Oh, that's such a good point to end on, but also fuck you for ending on that point.
What does that mean? What does he mean by
A
that?
warrior's trial.
We
Might have been
fight.
a trial by combat.
If he's gonna defend Riker in his trial, we need to best him in his trial.
Yeah, that makes sense.
His warrior's trial.
God.
Oh, that's actually good.
Warrior's trial?
A warrior's trial. Good job.
How
almost put
many
trail.
of us does it take to kick his ass?
The thing is, he said we decide the group, but I'm not tossing all of us at him.
Yeah, you decide the
that's-
group. Okay,
Fucking all
I
of us.
feel like if we do
All
that,
of us.
he brings in his own people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He'll either seek
he'll just
to
be like, oh,
balance
that's
it,
like
or he'll
no
notice
honor.
that, like, oh, we need to compensate. Oh,
Logically, we would just pick us as PCs.
yeah.
logically. We could, in theory, also just pick a bunch of NPCs.
Just
In
let
theory.
him run the simulations.
Or...
We could do
Go
the
on.
Chad thing and pick one person.
I don't think they'd win.
No.
Okay.
No.
ones are-
I'm gonna say the smallest number is like 3.
Out of game, is there a limit on
Nope.
minimum, maximum?
He has a large entourage.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
If- if-
we'll
okay.
fund accordingly.
Can we know ahead of time as players that if we like pick a lower number, he won't send in his entire entourage and just fuck us over? Is he
no,
honorable enough for that?
I definitely think you know he is honorable enough, and Doran would attest to that.
Mm-hmm.
We do have a top 10. Could be 10. 10 of us, him, and
Oh,
whoever
yeah.
he brings.
Who's the top 10?
Yeah, by
And in
the
what
way,
order?
FYI.
Quinn was actually going to get to that later in the light festival.
Yeah, of course he was gonna get to that. Of course he was gonna get
Damn
to
it,
that. Yeah.
dude. You're killing me.
All
I see.
PCs are on the top 10, I can tell you that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no surprise there.
Yeah. That'd be really sad if one of us wasn't.
Go, buddy. Get out of here.
Like, oops. Sorry, Khan. Oh, he's not a PC anymore,
He
is he?
doesn't count as a person.
Last time I remember, O took me on.
Con isn't on the... Yeah, Con is on the list.
Fully protagonist energy. Like the rest of us do.
Yeah.
I was gonna tell Caster
Susan, get out.
today, but he was like snatched up by Poe.
Mm-hmm.
And I was gonna tell him today this evening at the Light Festival, and then see what his thoughts were, and then maybe tell Halbjorn. Probably tell Halbjorn. But I would. The first thing I was gonna do is lose Briggy.
Yeah, who would have guessed?
I was gonna lose Briggy, go to Merchant's Row, hopefully not get abducted or killed there, find out some information that Clint's interested about, meet back with you guys if they're at the Light Festival if there's still time. If not, then just go back to the villa. That's what my plans were. The thing is, there's only like one day, which is the next day, and then it's Riker's trial. So we have to fight this guy. We have to fight this guy tomorrow.
We're on
like
a
right quick enough.
timetable.
I thought we were fighting this guy like basically tonight.
I was dropkicking right off this balcony.
Are we fighting him tonight?
I win! Pooh!
Well, I'm happy I didn't spend any spells
Yeah.
with him.
Roll initiative.
Yeah, we fight him right here. We're unarmed. He has a bow.
Oh,
Man,
yeah.
imagine being
That's right, we
an
don't have
wait,
weapons.
don't.
We all just punch the shit out of him. Me with my 0 strength actually does no damage to him.
Me with my -1 strength.
You
That
heal
does
him.
damage to me.
We'll just throw cups. He does damage.
Punch his chest. Ow! Shit!
Just punch
like
him
a brick
immediately.
house.
Just fight, bite, kills.